Donovan Pyle here. Hope you're doing well. My book, Fixing Healthcare, was ranked #1 in multiple categories in multiple countries last week. Thank you so much for your support. However, despite all of that, my uncle was still skeptical about whether this book was right or wrong. So he asked ChatGPT, and here's what it said. Okay, so here's the quick summary of what ChatGPT said about my book, Fixing Healthcare. And I'll put a full summary in YouTube, but just for LinkedIn, here's the quick rundown. Basically, it says, yes, it mostly agrees with Donovan Pyle's point of view, but with a few caveats. He's diagnosing real problems, but the fixes he proposes solve only part of the disease. I absolutely agree with that critique. The scope of my book was very intentional about looking at, hey, here is the system that we have, and here is how executives can use the power that they already have to greatly optimize in this area. It's not about, the book was not designed as a legislative guide for people in Washington, D.C. No, it's about saying, this is, given the structure that and the environment that we have right now, here's how you can optimize within that environment. Okay, so ChatGPT agrees with me on a number of things here. Big ticket items right here. Okay, yes, all these different things. Now let's talk about the things that it disagrees with. I'm overstating how much employers alone can fix the entire healthcare system. Absolutely, I agree with that critique. Again, that wasn't the scope of the book, but yes, maybe there will be a part 2 where we talk about some legislative things to help with that. All right, number 2, he focuses heavily on broker misaligned incentives, but that's not the whole problem. It's part of the problem, but the bigger issues are, hospital systems with monopoly pricing, drug companies with patent power, blah, blah, blah. Lots of other systemic problems that are not part of the scope of this book. Very good. Okay, number 3, some of the solutions rely on employers having bandwidth and expertise, which many don't. Just like I don't have much expertise in U.S. tax policy, I hire a CPA, okay? So yes, most businesses are already relying on outside experts, but most of these outside experts are not aligned with them to actually solve their problems. That's why I wrote the book. Okay, number 4, his frameworks sometimes lead back to consultants who think like him. Yes, okay, and he's saying I'm not wrong, but his viewpoints do conveniently align with the services of independent consultants, transparent PBMs, direct primary care models, self-funded plan administrators. Yes, I mean, there's all kinds of solutions out there. None of them are right for everyone. Some of them are right for someone. Okay, so final verdict, yes. Do you agree with Pyle's diagnosis of the problem? Yes, strongly agree. He's calling out real structural garbage inside the employer healthcare system. ChatGPT with a little personality here. Do I agree with his framing that executives can save the entire U.S. economy through benefit strategy? No, that's an overstatement. And yes, I agree that is an overstatement. The system is bigger than employers. Do his proposed fixes work? They work at the company level, not the national system level. Now, mind you, U.S. employers cover about half the U.S. population, 164 million Americans, with healthcare benefits. So it's a pretty big opportunity here. And again, that's why I wrote the book. So anyway, here's the full takedown from ChatGPT analyzing my book, Fixing Healthcare. Thank you, Uncle, for being skeptical and running that review. I think it's really important. I think a lot of people are very skeptical for a good reason. There's a lot of challenges out there, and also at the same time, there's a lot of opportunities that employers can take advantage of right now without any congressional action from Washington, D.C. And that's what I hope they do. I want them to go on offense, take back control, and lead the way. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.